Rusty only managing to find a visit of 60. How's Cullen's tee up here? It's not going to be... It's okay, but still a bit to do. Rusty Jake, 141. May get 6. He's going to need 6.
56. Joe, you require 97.
Trouble 19 for tops. Joe Cullen has missed another couple of darts at double, and Rusty Jake should get at least one at the bull. Could start on the bull to guarantee one at the outer ring.
He's missed 5 already. Aggressive, double 14. Oh, double 7.
71.
This could be key. Big leg. Cullen needs a settler here. 5 darts missed. I think that's 6. Got to be careful. There's the risk, and it's not happening for Joe Cullen. And he's playing into the hands of Rusty Jake. The last dart doesn't count.
Yeah, Russ has said that he was already on his way to the board, so he'd... Well, I think he may. Well, no. I'm just going to see. I think Rusty seems to suggest that it was fine and legal. Let's just have a little look here. Yeah, you can see he's already on his way to the board. He's gone over the oche.
No score. Joe, you require 20.
Oh, well, he's allowed it then.
He's allowed it. He's best to score, so...
Interesting.
I think credit to his opponent there more than Rusty saying he was in a...
Doesn't make it, you make work of it anyway, so Joe Cullen has now missed 10 darts at double.
Yeah, this is... Steady on, Rusty. Just stretching his leg out there. This is scrappy, but could be very important. This 23 dart leg could dictate the way that... Yeah, that dart should have been chucked away. Should have been going for 20.
With an average of 81.
He found a way to win a night on the Premier League when he wasn't at it either. But that time it was his clutch finishing that got him out. Got him out of jail really when he won in Amsterdam. Rotterdam, sorry. But the finishing is deserting him here. And this would hurt.
Rusty hasn't had a ton plus finish all weekend. Does that change right now? No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Took his time with that dart though for the first time. Cullen. 6 for... Double 18. Big dart. And we're back on throw. Cullen still doesn't seem overly satisfied. And why would he? Averages below 80. It's all a bit of a mess. But back on throw. Missed doubles create drama. And we have got drama in our first quarter-final here in Budapest.
Side the qualifying places as things stand.
He's in 2 more though, isn't he?
He is.
Out the 3.
But that is £4,000 outside, including his first round money for those 2. So he's going to have to win a few games.
He's proved he can go deep here. He's got to be resilient like he's been against Madas Razma particularly, because Cullen's coming back at him here.
He is coming back at him. And he's got himself back level with a very classy 105 checkout. Joe Cullen, the Masters champion and Premier League finalist, has come from 3-0 down. And it's 3-all, but he's had to survive darts. And it allowed him there to take out that awkward 66 checkout, even though he must be feeling ropey as up on that stage, because this is so far off even his normal levels of performance.
Yeah. You've said it at the right time, Dan. The thing that prompted you to make that point was a good point. The 1 and the treble 19. Yeah. When you spray in, it's hard to stay focused, but Joe Cullen gets the job done. He shakes his head, but he's in a semi-final. He's running on a tournament average lower than 90, but with an average of less than 85, Joe Cullen has become our first semi-finalist. He recovered from 3-0 down. He's missed 15 darts at doubles.
Going to have another one tonight.
Well,
54.
Could do. Maybe he'll survive multiple match darts in all 3 games tonight and win the title. Who knows? He's not going to take out the 1-2-3, and Dave Chisnall, who has been the combo finish specialist this weekend, he's taken 7 ton-plus checkouts out over the course of the tournament so far. 3 games.
Needs 2 more for a full bingo card. Treble 19.
95.
Misses it. And he liked that route because it involved a double 18, whereas if he'd gone 19s first, it probably wouldn't have been double 18 at the end. This is the next door neighbour. Oh, and that was just a bit shovey.
Dave, you require 18.
It's not new territory for Josh. He has made the quarters before, so maybe he'll feel a bit more comfortable with it this time rather than when we were in Leverkusen. On that occasion, Josh lost to Dimitri Vandenberg, and he's lost his throw in leg one in this quarterfinal.
Yeah, 16 darts.
It's an interesting 50-50 call in my opinion, because it's not a long flight, but imagine if he lived in the same locale as Joe Cullen, for instance. You can be in Wigan and Barnsley in about half an hour, and you're very close to Manchester Airport, where you can get one flight instead of two. It would add time to your week. Just an interesting thought process. Oh no, Dave, stop it! Oh, stop it! That's not even his biggest one of the week.
No, but it is his 8th ton-plus checkout. Dave Chisnall, he has not scored anything like he can do this weekend.
100.
For the entire tournament, he's not even averaging 100 with his first 9 darts, and yet, when it comes to the back end of legs, he is absolutely deadly.
I wouldn't be surprised if he takes this out. He hasn't got this one. This is not part of his bingo card.
Okay, Chis. Just give him the leg. Oh! Well, very nearly yet another. But it's down to Josh Rock, who's only had 2 darts at double in the match so far. Is he going to get another one here? No, he's not, because he can't find the treble. And Dave Chisnall, the whitewash is very much on here, because this is for another break. He will be throwing for a 6-0 demolition of Josh Rock.
He's going to get it on the second dart. Oh, how wrong can you be? Well, his average has gone up since the start of the last leg. But what a performance. So far, the best of the week.
Now, he said about Joe Cullen in the opening quarter-final, he hadn't played well all weekend, but you're expecting he's going to start turning it on. Didn't happen, but still found a way past Rusty Jake Rodriguez. I think he's going to have to turn it on in the semi-finals, because it looks like Dave Chisnall is here to play some proper darts.
To win against Josh for the very first time, he's been done and thrown away by Josh twice this year. It looks like Dave's turn.
Well, look at resignation on Josh Rock's face. There haven't been many days like this for him in PDC darts. But this is a learning experience.
27.
It's not over just yet.
He has had that dipper dart a couple of times, especially on the high doubles. Josh has got to go high twice. Just not high enough.
60.
Oh, there was a bit of power behind that third dart, as if to say, right, we're done with this.
Well, he had 2 darts to win the opening leg, Josh Rock. He has not had a dart at double since. Because the professor has taken him to school. Josh Rock, yeah, that's what the feeling's like when you've just been Dave Chisnall. 102.5 average for Chiz.
Comfortably in the European Championship finals. So good to see him come out with that little wobble, because there was some really sketchy performances from Joe. There was a couple where he averaged in the real low 80s, high 70s in Niedenhausen. You're thinking, what's going on here? But he's regrouped well.
Oh, now this is a proper leg of darts.
57.
But it hasn't ended right there.
114.
114 turns into 94. Turns into tops.
94.
Every dart player on the planet would hate that dart being short. Just coming out of the hand a bit late, or maybe a little bit wrong. And double 12, which robbed De Sousa of a 9-darter yesterday, comes up trumps there for a 4-2 lead in that break. It didn't last very long.
No. It's all about this setup shot. Well, or if he takes it. Up for treble 20, surely. Unlucky. But he'll get a go at 68 if O'Connor can't pull the 146 out the bag. He's got to stay, Paul, hasn't he?
Has to stay. That's why.
Oh,
casts a shadow over the 26.
What an effort.
68.
Did the right thing, William O'Connor. He changed his style for shots like that because it opens up the treble bed. But he's going to get a chance, and definitely went for 16 there.
It's happened again, though. Even when he's gone for the 16 this time, he's missed the double 16 by a mile. Surely
He's got to aim for them too. Yeah, deserved that. Had to go 4-4 in the balance this quarter-final. The first one was a bit of a drab affair between Rodriguez and Cullen. Cullen got...
Club. Now, is O'Connor putting himself in position for a lead
57.
for the first time since leg 1?
I do like the 25 on the last start, but I said that in a game with William O'Connor earlier, and he got rid of the 64, 24, double top. I think it's Meikle Smith. Will he do it again here? It was treble 8. That'll be his target. Well, it was this afternoon. May have been this time, but it doesn't matter, because that's what he's done. He gets rid of it in 2 darts again. And O'Connor leads now and will throw for a place in the semi-final. This is good from William O'Connor. Average creeping up to 92.5. I think you have to.
There's a lot of darts fans, and some players, in fact, who would say, oh, how's that person in the frame for the match play? They haven't done anything this year. Well, you forget about what they did at the back end of the previous season. But look at what Willie's doing now. He's left 81 after 9. He's accelerated over the last 4 legs. I'm including this one because he's won the last 3.
60.
He's got 6 darts to book himself a semi-final place. Doesn't need, sensible from William O'Connor. This is brilliant from O'Connor. Really good job from William O'Connor. And the list of scalps in this event, it was the home qualifier in round 1 in Paisake, but since then, Dimitri Vandenberg, Meikle Smith, and he's now got rid of Jose de Sousa, kissing the board. He's in a great place, William O'Connor. He's focused, just getting better and better. His average wasn't as high as this afternoon, but I mentioned he needed to be resilient in that game. He was, had a bit of luck in one of the legs where Jose had a dart slip out of his hand. But O'Connor is into the Euro Tour semi-finals here in Budapest. Move away from the crowd.
Good stuff.
140.
Well, encouraging start to this match from the pair. Really encouraging. Absolutely fantastic from Ryan Meikle.
104.
He's forcing Nathan, whose throw was under threat in the first leg of the match. Can he respond? Really good. Really good game, the pair of them. What response from Aspinall? Give you some there as well. 3 holds a throw. But Meikle again was asking the question.
14, 13, 12 were winning legs in this game.
80.
Yeah, this is what we like to see from Nathan.
Both players halfway to a semi-final.
55.
And Nathan hasn't applied a great deal of pressure on this 170. A couple of treble 19s. That's what Nathan did in the previous leg and didn't get a go at the 36, but there's more of a chance of Ryan getting a go. 150 is a big ask. Meikle has yet to lead in this match, and he's going to get a chance to lead for the first time.
98. Ryan, you require 36.
3 clear darts for the lead.
Oh, Ryan, this is big. Big dart, he's up for it. There would have been some nerves going for that double 9, and Aspinall was pacing in the background, but we have our first breaker throw, and it's gone to Ryan Meikle. Meikle with a slender advantage of 10, but plus these.
Beautiful.
And these are equating to quite a lot.
123.
Well, he's left a bogey number. Aspinall could get to a finish first here. He could get to 1-2-1. What a time for that. He's hit 5 maximums in this game. But that might be the most important one. He'll have to capitalise on it, though.
Yeah, Meikle just got to try and tee up. He needs a treble. Obviously, he's going to leave a finish. Oh, no. Where did that bounce from? That looks sort of between the 19 and the 7, sort of halfway up the 19. It looked away with that. Advantage Aspinall.
Bullseye to force a last leg decider. Nathan Aspinall is favourite for this game once more. 301 converted in 6 darts when he was staring defeat in the face.
70.
Good chance of having a go. It's one match start, surely. It is double 16 for Aspinall.
38.
Wow.
Well, Ryan.
Nobody wins games with 170s. Oh, hang on. How much is the big fish? Well, it'd be worth an awful lot to this man right now. Oh, it's perfect. Look at Nathan Aspinall's face.
The place will erupt.
Oh my.
21.
Well, Nathan Aspinall knows what that feeling is like. He won a major title with one of those, but what he has to do now is just shake that off and concentrate and hit the match dart himself, because this game isn't over just yet. Ryan Meikle misses a match dart to win it with the 170. Can Nathan Aspinall shut the door and deny him his first ever senior semi-final?
Got to refocus, Nathan.
Thank you, thank you.
He's laughing and joking with the crowd and with Ryan Meikle, and the crowd are getting involved. You've involved them, Nathan. You've G'd him up this match, so. But to end what has been an epic quarter-final, there it is. Brilliant performance, both players. Fantastic tournament for Ryan Meikle, and a breakthrough weekend for him. He just didn't quite have enough, but there we are, sportingly acknowledged. What a quarter-final. We saved the best quarter-final to last. Meikle bows out, but again, more progress in terms of the European Championship finals and his overall ranking. He'll go home satisfied, but we'll see more of Nathan Aspinall. He's into yet another semi-final.
That he's been finding ways to win.
Maybe he's come off the bench for James Wade, because James isn't here and he's doing a Wade style job.
Yeah, there is shades of Wade, I'll give you that. Oh, that's a magnificent set-up shot. Joe Cullen now pushing, asking a question of Dave Chisnall. May only get a dart at the bullseye. Staying in the 18 segment. It is the bullseye. And the bullseye is there for Dave Chisnall. 2-2.
Love that. Love that respect. Oh, that's classic Chisnall. Love that. That's why he is one of the most liked people on the planet.
60.
Oh, yes. That was perfect. Look at this. Ting. Lovely.
I love darts, mate. He needs.
Do you get the feeling that Dave is maybe trying just a little too hard?
100.
He's gesticulating quite a lot. I just wonder if he just needs to get into a slightly quicker flow.
Well, look, you can probably sympathise. You've been in this position where you feel you're the better player, you're the aggressor, you're constantly knocking on the door, but you keep getting refused. How about it? Is it going to happen again? It does happen again. Joe Cullen giving it some. He is not backing down, he is hanging on in there and just keeping Dave Chisnall at bay. But every single time he does this, only compounds the frustration for Dave Chisnall.
60 ball, but if you get the 54, you need to stay. Fancied it, but this could be a turning point in this semi-final. Chisnall's already hit the bull in this match on an 86. Does he need the bull on 83? No.
Can he get the double? Chisnall leads.
Dave to throw first.
I'm not sure Joe was even watching. He just turned away and waited to hear the call.
I'm surprised he's not switching. But why would you when you're Dave Chisnall? And you can do that. Oh, that may be the best 140 of the week.
May not matter. Double 18, 147. Oh, wow. Is he just a bit quick?
87.
It's really hard to explain that, Don. I think it came out wrong and he tried to fix it while it was in the end. You can't do that. It's not like a golf ball where you talk to it and you think it might behave. How about double 18 for Chisnall for a third consecutive break? The awkward switch.
Game shot.
Oh, what?
Look at this, knocking lumps out of each other. Even Joe Cullen appreciates that. Cullen has his throw broken, hits back with an 11 darter. Dave Chisnall hits back with a 12 darter of his own.
And 3 darts at tops would take Chisnall to the final.
Cullen missed the ball for the 164 in the 8th leg.
Go high, Dave. Great dart.
Joe, you require 164.
Take 2. Yeah, and he's nearly launched that in anger because he knows that Dave Chisnall, who has finished absolutely magnificently in this game and in this tournament, is going to get match darts. And he's not been missing much this weekend when it comes to the back end of legs. He has been missing out on titles and missing out on big money on the Euro Tour. But the end to that might be tonight. Double 10.
Oh, hold the phone.
Require the 28.
Can't leave Cullen on 28. Finds double 7. Unexpected last leg decider. If you wanted more, you're going to get it.
Joe Cullen will throw for the match and a place in the final. As Rog, Dave's manager, looks on, the pallbearer to his Undertaker. But he's going to need some resurrecting here because Joe Cullen is going for him.
Yeah, you heard right. You got a wrestling reference from Dan Dawson.
Yeah, I know.
Has hell frozen over?
Ashamed of himself.
Oh, what a last leg. Tremendous from Cullen. He's got 6 maxes now. Is it 7? It isn't. But in a last leg decider, in a semi-final, he's on 81 after 9. That's extraordinary. Is Dave on 62? Oh, wow. Over to you, Joe. Can you finish what Dave couldn't?
12 segment. To win it, double 13. Joe Cullen makes the final. An astonishing game where the rock star came into it in no form whatsoever. He had to find new gears, better stuff to even live with Dave Chisnall, and even then had to survive 3 match darts. But it's 5 wins on the spin for the rock star against Chizzy, and it might be a 3rd Euro Tour title of his career tonight.
Lennon?
Connie Finnan. Steve Lennon now has brought out the most success.
Just wonder if Keane Barry's going to be in that team next year.
Oh, I can see 7.
Bit still to do.
But the thing about O'Connor, we've talked about the Worlds, we've talked about the Europeans. Let's not forget that the ever-present Willie O'Connor, by having these ranked runs, is doing himself a favour for getting in the World Cup again next year.
Yeah, I don't see him slipping out of that for a while. Still need a few more players coming from that. Hang about. Great shot from Aspinall. Yeah, and he used the first start as a guide on the treble 19. And a 10+ finish to level at the match. Good start from the pair of them here.
Well, if this is going to be anywhere near as good as the first semi, just strap in and enjoy.
But O'Connor got a bit to do, but it's a lot more doable now. Particularly now, double 18. Well, we saw Cullen miss a 147 combination. He deviated into the wall on that occasion.
Going to go south in the 108. Stay there. Just going to say, if you miss the treble 19 and it's low, you've got another option of treble 17, double 19 for 2 open beds. Now, getting there, down the ladder.
Yeah.
Not that far.
They went good darts, were they? The first 2 were close to double 12, and the last one was bang in the middle of double 9. And Nathan Aspinall looking to just grind this leg out. It's a poor leg. We're into an 8th visit.
Well, Willie O'Connor thinks this is over. Oh, he's absolutely wrong.
An absolute mess of a leg here, but O'Connor, if he can take it, well, he should have took it already. He's had 4 darts for this leg. He's going to get a 5th.
Oh, what's going on? Seriously.
Nathan, you require
It's all
34.
got a bit of a mess. Nathan laughing, William O'Connor can't bear to laugh. 24 darts apiece. Aspinall has got a decision. And he goes straight forward and gets there in the end. Those legs hurt, particularly for William O'Connor, but all on throw. Aspinall gets away with one there.
He's the king of not throwing until he's absolutely ready. That's a great single now. Go under the flight angle.
Yeah, he is. He's a player that regrips. He will not throw a dart if it's not set right. But O'Connor, you have to say, has been threatening the break. And there it is. O'Connor crosses the halfway mark for a place in another Euro Tour final. And if he faces Joe Cullen, Joe Cullen a couple of years ago was #1 seed at the Euro Tour European Championship finals. He played the #32 seed and was beaten, and that was William.
Hits things like this.
Well, he'll feel fairly relaxed, a 5-2 lead. So he knows. He nudged the wire for 6-2. Nathan's got to split this 13. Gets the 5-4-4 just to hold throw. Gets it. Hangs on in there, Nathan Aspinall. Will keep chipping away. O'Connor, though, knows it's in his hands. He's got one break, but he won the ball in the back room as well. So Nathan needs a couple of breaks if he's going to win this semi-final.
I can't remember the last time I saw William.
Happy retirement, Rod. And then out in Australia, New Zealand. Here's Aspinall going to go out here. He may well do. Willie O'Connor pacing in the background, but a far from spectacular semi-final. But William O'Connor will not worry about that. He's got 3 darts for a place against Joe Cullen.
All he can ask for is 3 clean darts at a double to get into a final. He's now had 3 darts at double to win this semi-final. Make that 5.
Now then,
Nathan, you require 66.
it's not been vintage Aspinall, far from it. So these 66s become a little complicated. One dart to save himself. Double 18, he hit it in a 110 combination. He's hit it again here. And don't apologise, Nathan. 6-5 drama. You don't need big averages, big finishes for drama. 6-5 back on throw. An 80 average plays an 85, but it's still enthralling stuff here in Budapest. O'Connor, penny for your thoughts. He was pretty much there, Paul, wasn't he?
He was within 10 points of the final.
It's tense though, isn't it? And now then, William O'Connor's going to get another chance, you feel. He'd take a turn here, Paul.
He would absolutely take a ton.
He won't take a turn now.
He'd take a 140. How about 180? Wow! That is a 5th 180 of this semi-final. Willie's 3rd and guaranteed more match shots.
You can't help but be impressed with the response. Missing darts to get to a final, and he's got time. And be able to regroup like this, and O'Connor is there. He was the better player. A scrappy semi-final, but O'Connor is there for the 2nd time in his career. He's going to be in a Euro Tour final, far from his best. He shakes his head. His 2nd worst average of the tournament, but he will not care. He's beaten Sakay in round 1, then Vandenberg, Smith, De Sousa, Aspinall.
But he's going to set this up quite nicely. Not as nicely as he would hope, but he's still in a decent position to get this leg.
Ooh. That was a rather unfortunate dart.
Will you require 56?
Trims it down to 2 dart range, but Willie's already there. Is it 1-all?
16.
It isn't. This was a shot that Cullen banked in the Worlds against Johnny Clayton in a last leg decider. And it was this way, 2 double tops. Again. Bingo! 2-0 Cullen.
Gone on to take the title. How about this? Oh, it's the first dart at double he's missed in this match. It would have been a double break, and Willie O'Connor would have been staring down the barrel of a hammering.
He didn't expect to miss that one. Double 16.
52.
That could be costly.
Joe, you require
Fancy Cullen's not
20.
going to miss this time for a double break.
He's still staring down the barrel of a hammering because Joe Cullen for a 4-0 lead in the final. There it is, 13 darter.
Fifth leg, Joe to throw first. Game on.
It's amazing how quickly ecstasy can turn to... And that reminds me of a game between Gezi Price and Damon Heta in a Players' Championship event. I think it was last year. And Gezi averaged something in the region of 120 in the last 6 or 7 legs. I'm not saying Willie O'Connor needs that, but he's going to need something a lot better than what he's got because Cullen is now averaging over 102.
Oh, one of the hardest checkouts in the game, this. He's not going to take it out, but he is going to leave himself on tops, and Willie O'Connor's not even halfway down from 5:01. Joe Cullen is rampant here in Budapest tonight.
140. Joe, you require
Tops
40.
for 5. 10's in again. Well, now Willie's probably thinking I just want to get a leg.
148.
Oh, he was looking at the 2 treble 18s for tops.
51.
There's a hush
20.
over Budapest right now. Double 10
Game
is getting a
seven,
real
sixth leg.
dose of attention. First leg in the final.
Seventh leg, Joe to
For
throw
Willie O'Connor.
first. Game on.
He might have the crowd on his side now, but not only to win this final, but to try and get to Dortmund is purely because of what has happened before this tournament. It's all about not qualifying.
Not qualified. He's not made a single quarter-final on the Pro Tour this year. He's had one last 16. It has been a poor year on the Pro Tour for Willie O'Connor, and yet he had to run to the semi-final of the UK Open. It's been an odd year. The man from Limerick. He's not out of this yet. Double 11 through 1-2-4. The Magpie is fighting back.
Oh, nice respect there. This tournament has been played in such an incredible spirit by all the guys. There's been a great respect from the crowd as well. Hasn't been the loudest bunch, but I'll tell you what I will say about Hungary and their darts fans.
59.
They know this sport inside out. And coming out of the pandemic, he was brilliant. He won in Risa. He's won plenty since. And trust me, great players like Cullen can do this effortlessly when they have that endurance.
Well, look, you can go back and see the pictures and then new kids on the hockey from more than a decade ago. Joe Cullen was among that group of youngsters who were tipped for greatness. It has taken longer than Joe would have liked, but this year he is a major champion, a Premier League finalist, and he is one leg away from picking up a 4th title of this year. And he has managed to win a couple of those, and this would be included, with his B game.
What a game that was, and what a way to finish it as well, with an 88 checkout in 2. Bang, bang, done.
Well, it may be done and dusted here, unless Willie O'Connor can pin this one dart at double top. And he can't do it. And Joe Cullen for a 3rd Euro Tour title. You will have to wait at least a little while longer.
I thought it was all over. It might still be over. Cullen returns for double 8 to get that title and to be the 2nd person to win the Hungarian Darts Trophy.
The rock star reigns in Budapest. He joins an elite club of just 7 players to win 3 or more Euro Tour titles. A 4th title of the year. The Masters champion is a big stage winner once again. If you get him in a final in front of the cameras, he always delivers. And he has delivered when it really counted here in Budapest this weekend. A very slow start to the tournament for Joe Cullen. He only really got going in the semis, but when he did get going, he was unstoppable.
And here in Budapest, as he picks up £10,000 of prize money, and that is the Magpie, William O'Connor. And our champion, who picks up £25,000 of prize money. His third European Tour title as we crown him the 2022 Hungarian Darts Trophy champion, and that is Rockstar Joe Cullen! Congratulations, first of all, well done. I mean, when you started your campaign in Budapest, you said, obviously the journey with a World Series of Darts, exhausted and all these kind of things. Now you pick up your third European Tour title. Would you have guessed that at the start of the campaign?
Oh no, definitely not. Especially not the way I started the weekend in Budapest. My first 3 games was terrible. I was pretty lucky to get through all 3 of them, and then I turned it on a little bit in the semis, and I think I was pretty decent in the final and just kept Willie at bay because that. I've seen how well he played over the weekend. I knew that's what I had to do.
Joe, I'll come back to you in a second. One question to our runner-up, Willie. I mean, the scoreline in the final certainly not. The scoreline in the final certainly not what you had hoped for, but you said it after your quarter-final. This means so much in the context of where your career is at the moment, and I'm sure you take so much positives away from Budapest.
Lads, I swear to God, if you told me before this weekend I'm getting to a final, I'm absolutely ecstatic, right? But to play darts in front of all you, fantastic. This fantastic crowd here in Budapest is one of the best crowds I've ever seen. And although it's a disaster to lose in any final, and it's not nice to lose in a final, I don't mind losing to Joe. He's one of the best guys in the game, and I wish him the very best in the future. Shout it up for Joe! Go on, Budapest!
The final question goes to our champion, Joe. I mean, obviously Willie found some very, very nice words for the crowd. I found it was like a traditional, old-school darts crowd, really. There wasn't that much chanting going on, but there was the best of order, and they were experiencing every dart. There was oohs and ahs when you missed and when you hit something, so that was very, very nice. It was great to be back here in Budapest.
Yeah, I think that helped when all the Hungarians went out early doors. So they get behind their own, whichever country we go to, and Budapest is just another fantastic country that we come to. Obviously I've been lucky to get into New Zealand and Australia, so to come to Budapest and win is, I didn't expect it, but I'm over the moon to win.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for your 2022 Hungarian Darts Trophy